Targets dashboard gives you a clear view of how staff and teams are tracking against their targets set in Workzilla. This dashboard is focused on viewing and comparing target progress. For information on setting up targets in Workzilla, see the video in the description on the Manage Targets page. Using the tabs at the top of the page, you can switch between individual targets and team targets. Individual targets lets you review target performance for selected individual staff members. The team targets view lets you review targets assigned to teams. For more information on setting up teams in Workzilla, see the video linked in the description on the Manage Teams page. Something to note, access to the targets dashboard and the data that populates it is dependent on the permissions granted to you in Workzilla by your admin. For more information on managing users and permissions, see the video linked in the description on the Manage Users page. Starting in the individual targets view. This view allows you to review target performance for selected staff members, so you can see how each person is tracking against the targets that apply to them. At the top of the dashboard, you can use the staff filter to choose which team members you want to include. You can focus on one person, compare a few people, or review a broader group at once. You can also use the target type filter to narrow down the dashboard to specific target categories. Useful for when you want to focus on one area of performance instead of viewing every target type together. You can then use the date selector to choose the period you want to review. Each target is displayed as its own target card, showing who the target belongs to, what the target is measuring, and how performance is tracking for the selected period. Within each card, you will see three main chart areas. The first chart shows the selected month's actuals. This breaks down the month by day and compares the daily target against the actual result achieved on each day. The second chart shows performance accumulating across the selected month. This helps you see whether the staff member is keeping pace with their target as the month progresses, by comparing the running target total against the running actual total. Beside the monthly charts, you can also see a monthly progress card. This summarizes the actual result against the target for the selected month to date, including the percentage achieved. Below the monthly section, you will see the financial year view. This shows target progress across the full financial year. The financial year summary card then shows how much of the target has been achieved so far, and how often the target has been reached across the year. The targets dashboard also includes a condensed view for comparing staff members' target performance, which gives you a financial year overview with each target type grouped into its own section. Each row represents an individual staff member, showing their target line compared against their actual performance for the year. This makes it easy to compare performance across multiple people without opening each target separately. You can quickly see who is tracking ahead, who is close to target, and who may need attention. You can also use the Align Chart Y Scale toggle to keep the chart scale consistent across all rows, helpful for making a like-for-like comparison between staff members. All the condensed charts are interactive. You can select a month, quarter, or year segment on the chart to open a comparison view. From there, you can see the selected period broken down by target, actual result, percentage variance, dollar or hour variance, leave taken, and totals. You can also click and drag across multiple sections of the condensed view to compare several periods at once. Once you've selected the periods you want to review, you can export the comparison data for further analysis. Moving into the team targets view, this view works in a very similar way to the individual targets view. But instead of focusing on individual staff members, you can review the targets assigned to selected teams. In the team targets view, you can use the team filter to choose which teams you want to include, and the target type filter to focus on specific measures. Similar to individual targets, you can use the condensed view to compare team performance across the financial year. Overall, the targets dashboard helps you monitor target performance across individuals and teams, compare actual results against the expected performance, and identify where follow-up may be needed before the end of the month or financial year.